Hola, hola, buenas tardes, ¿cómo están? Qué bueno, me da mucho gusto. Bienvenidos a otro Thursday Gathering de Venture Café. En esta ocasión estamos muy contentos porque es el primer Thursday Gathering que dedicamos a un país en particular, en este caso es Japón. Venture Café, quienes no han tenido la oportunidad de visitarnos anteriormente, pues es una organización sin fines de lucro que surgió en Boston hace 15 años y que tiene ahora 11 sedes alrededor del mundo. Todas las sedes de Venture Café se rigen por las mismos lineamientos, ¿no? Que nos gusta a nosotros compartir siempre. Estos lineamientos nos sirven para pues convivir de manera adecuada durante nuestros eventos. El punto número 1 de nuestro credo es sentirse como en casa, un lugar seguro. Queremos que cuando vengan a Venture Café realmente se sientan como si llegaran a su casa, ¿no? Es un ambiente súper relajado, es un ambiente en donde pueden ser ustedes mismos, pero también cuidamos mucho el tema de seguridad. Entonces, si ustedes pues tienen algún problema, alguna situación que quieran reportar, acérquense al registro y ahí los vamos a atender. El segundo punto es ser inclusivo. Nosotros no tenemos ninguna distinción respecto a quienes vienen a este evento. Los Thursday Gatherings son gratuitos, abiertos a todo público y pues nos gusta la diversidad porque es lo que realmente enriquece la innovación. El tercer punto es estar interesado. Decimos que para ser interesantes primero hay que estar interesados, entonces los invitamos a que cuando ustedes ya durante el networking platiquen con alguna persona, primero pregunten qué es lo que necesita esa persona y qué hace esa persona antes de pues decir qué necesitan ustedes. El siguiente punto es conectarse con responsabilidad. Como pudieron ver abajo hay un bar, pero pues está limitado a 2 bebidas por persona por tarde-noche. En el caso del vino es nada más 1 porque equivale a 2 copas. Aunque se vea chiquita la lata, está engañosa. Así que pues es únicamente un lubricante social, ¿verdad? No es una happy hour el Thursday Gathering. El cuarto punto es que no hay ventas duras. El tipo de networking que a nosotros nos gusta fomentar es un networking de trascendencia. Nosotros buscamos realmente que ustedes puedan generar relaciones a largo plazo con los demás actores del ecosistema. Entonces no lo vean como transaccional, de yo vengo aquí a vender o a obtener algo, sino más bien a crear esas relaciones que eventualmente pues les van a traer beneficios y ustedes también van a poder apoyar a esta otra persona. Y el quinto punto es divertirse. Como van a poder observar, o los que ya han venido, pues nuestras actividades son interactivas, un poco lúdicas, nos gusta mucho la participación del público, entonces pues los invitamos a que no olviden ese factor de diversión. Y pues bueno, les platico ahora sobre PITCH2TOKYO. PITCH2TOKYO es una competencia global patrocinada por el gobierno metropolitano de Tokio. Para en febrero, la última semana de febrero del próximo año, vamos a hacer un evento en Tokio, todas las sedes de Venture Café, y el gobierno de Tokio va a patrocinar a una startup de cada sede de Venture Café a que viaje a Tokio con nosotros para que pueda exponer, o sea, ya en las finales, digamos, de Pitch to Tokyo, en esta plataforma global, ¿no? Para que ustedes puedan, pues, exponer sus startups, sus innovaciones frente a, pues, a esta comunidad global y que sea más fácil para ustedes ingresar al mercado japonés y al mercado asiático en general. Entonces, pues bueno, para realizar este concurso regional o las semifinales de aquí de Monterrey, estamos colaborando con Demo Day Monterrey, que es otra iniciativa de aquí pues del ecosistema. Y para explicarles ya la dinámica de Pitch to Tokyo, pues le voy a dar la palabra a Oscar Peña de Demo Day Monterrey, que les va a explicar un poquito más sobre Demo Day Monterrey y algunas indicaciones. Listo, Oscar.
Gracias, Ale. Bueno, voy a empezar en español, pero como saben, esta convocatoria es global, entonces los pitches van a ser en inglés. Entonces ahorita voy a cambiar a inglés también para platicarles un poco más de cómo está esto. Bueno, so first of all, my name is Oscar. I'm an investment member, I'm an investment team member from Dalus Capital and also leader from Demo Day Monterrey, and I'll be your host tonight. If you know what Demo Day Monterrey is, this is an initiative that was born here in Tec de Monterrey, which aims to connect investors with entrepreneurs in these kind of events every 2 months, where we give the forum for entrepreneurs to pitch to our network of global investors, either in a virtual way, but also sometimes in a live event such as this. And today we're really happy to collaborate with Venture Café Monterrey and with the Pitch to Tokyo initiative to gather this group of great entrepreneurs so they can pitch and tell you a little bit more about their startups. So first, I want to introduce you to our guest judges. So on the left over here, we have Ale Buendia from Venture Café. Yeah. We have Cristian Aguirre, principal at La Luz Capital. Alex Santana from AWS. And Ryuta Fukasao from Jetro. So I'll tell you a little bit more about how the pitches are going to be structured now. So if you scan that QR code, you're going to find a live chat where you can start engaging with other members of the audience. It's long with 2 minutes more for questions, but you can also provide your questions in this chat, and entrepreneurs are going to be able to look at them and get feedback and everything else. We're going to have 2 minutes for questions, as I mentioned, but we're going to give priority for the judges if they have any question that they want to address for the grading of the pitches. But if there's none left, you as the public can also ask questions. We're going to have 2 minutes for that. Also, at the back, you should have received a little rubric like this. This is to help you just keep track of every startup and the grade that you would like to give them. This is not the final tally. At the end, you're going to see a QR code where you can input your grades and you can vote on the best pitch of tonight. These numbers are not going to be the final decision maker for which startup is going to represent Monterrey in the global event in Tokyo, but it's going to be one of the inputs for the final grade. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Now I'd like to introduce you to the first startup, which is Luis Bravo from Blue Cali. One last thing, if anybody would like to listen to the pitches in Spanish, you can get your own set of headphones over there, and there's going to be a live transmission in Spanish as well. Thank you so much, and sorry about that. No.
All of these people have one thing in common. They all have plastic for dinner last night. Worldwide, the average person ingests the equivalent of a credit card in plastic each week, much of which come from polluted rivers. In fact, 70% of our Mexican rivers are polluted with some kind of plastic. And yet, people are still using those rivers as a water source for their houses and to fish. So, we decided to create Blue Cali, a social enterprise where we develop technology to collect trash in water bodies. We got inspired by the natural efficiency of the whale shark to create Sharky, a 3D printing robot designed with sustainable materials that uses a net to collect trash. And once we collect the garbage, we have an AI image recognizer tool that can identify brands, product companies, type of materials, and makes the classification more efficient. We made the profit by selling ESG project and sustainability strategies to consumer good companies at a margin of 63%. We have a B2B business model targeting a $626 billion industry, and we are retargeting ESG strategies in Mexico. Blue Cali's go-to-market strategy includes awareness campaigns, participation in ecotech fairs, and strategic partnerships with NGOs such as Young Water Solutions and Ashoka, organizations which have helped us run our pilots and generate viable impact strategies. Competitors recognize their market opportunity, but talking to clients have shown lagoons that we need to fill and also clean. We differentiate ourselves by delivering integral, nature-inspired sustainability strategies to help tangibilize and trace our clients' impact while building up their corporate image. In 1 year, the impact and innovative technology of our products enabled us to raise $92,000 in seed capital, with the United Nations Development Program and the Biosafety Collection being our main investors. In 2024, we were the only Latin American startup to participate in the Whole Price Accelerator. We have the backing of institutional accelerators such as Techstars, Start Global, among others. All of this directly translates to our impact, where we have recovered through voluntary campaigns 430 kilograms of trash, increasing the water quality for 100 Mexican families. In January, we received grants and start turning an innovative concept into an impactful solution. Imagine what we could do through the connection of the Japanese ecosystem. We are currently focused on expanding our sales and research and development team to reach our goal of $3 million revenue by 2030. But at Lucali, we go beyond profit. This opportunity will allow us to remove 21.5 tons of trash, directly benefiting 26,000 people. And our team is ready to the challenge. We have a master in biology and sustainability, a social business expert, a United Nations awardee, and experienced tech developer, all eager to tackle the challenge. We are back of experience with experts from conscious business to technology development. Look, I don't know you, but I do not necessarily enjoy seasoning my food with plastic. So let's leave a legacy of clean and vibrant waterways for all the dishes to come, one sharky at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Luis. I'll let the judges first, if they have any questions that they'd like to ask.
Thank you very much for your pitch. Why do you want to go to Tokyo?
So what?
Why do you want to go to Tokyo? What will the benefit for you, for your startup, will be getting there?
Okay. Well, since Tokyo is a great opportunity of technology development, we highly encourage that our cleaning water service it could fit through the fish industry about cleaning the garbage.
Who pays for the service?
The companies that want to improve their impact metrics. We sell like ESG projects. And
Who's your biggest client
our biggest client?
right now?
Companies that they want to improve sustainability metrics.
But can you give me an example, a name? Coca-Cola?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Or
So thank you for your question. Currently, we're working on those conversations for go-to-market strategy. Something relevant for us is that Procter & Gamble was the one that sponsored our pilots, so that's a very important metric for us.
Hi. You mentioned AI as part of the technology. Could you please elaborate more on that?
Sure. Well, right now the AI is still in development. When we do the process of cleaning, we make sure that all the garbage we collect, we want to have a very accurate contabilization of what we collect. So with the help of an AI, we can do a classification more efficient, and that can give us a database. It can be useful to have some information about how much the companies are making pollution.
Thank you very much to the team of Blue Cali for sharing with us what they're building at their company. And I would like to introduce Walter from City of Greens to come and we'll give you 1 second. To the people that just got here, I'll remind you, if anybody wants to listen to the pitches in Spanish, you can grab a set of headphones over there, and there's going to be a live translation from the event. Are we all set? Well, now, please, Walter.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. My name is Matias Castro, and today I'm representing City of Greens. But before going, I have an announce. Most of the team and the CEO of these entrepreneurs is right now in Dubai, receiving an award in the AgriNext conference, so I'm taking a word from them today. So what are we? So we are City of Green. We started in Monterrey in 2020, and we have one mission, that is the use of technology to guarantee that everyone has access to high quality food. But before continue, why am I here? Why I'm standing here and having this conference with you, and well, talking to our future investor in Tokyo. So most of the technology that we are using come from Japan. Actually, our CEO got his inspiration from two researchers in vertical agriculture that are actually as well from Japan. So having this opportunity is like going back to home for us. So we define the problem that, of course, is the climate crisis is something that has been happening a lot, and we all know, and how agriculture has a huge impact on it. So we came with a solution, City of Green Smart Racks. These racks has no no use of soil, no water waste because we recycle it, and we don't use any pesticides. We even save 50 times more water than traditional farming, and we can produce all year long. So our proposal is to aim to produce 24 tons of vegetable annually, and this being a huge impact in the Asian market due to the 4.6 billion population that has a necessity of meeting this demand of feeding these people. So talking about numbers, our cost production are around $10 the kilogram. We aim to sell to retailers at a price of $15 the kilogram, and for the end consumer at a price of $20 or more the kilogram. So what have been our achievements so far? We already sold one lab at Tec de Monterrey at a price of $140,000. There is right now under construction, and it is aimed to produce 6 tons of vegetable annually. That could be feeding right now most of the students in this university. And of course, as I already mentioned you, they're the first prize that are awarding them right now in this very moment in Dubai, in the AgriNext conference. This is the team that is making everything possible. Juan Limón Rugerio being the CEO. And what are our partnerships? Our alliance so far, we have Tecnológico de Monterrey and two other more, which is Global Ternium and Constructora DTSA. What is the deal for you? This is the amount that we are wanting to make for establishing the new factory. In return, we are giving you a convertible bond, a 3-year expiration date, and a 4.5% of premium. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. If you have any question.
Is there any like intellectual property restriction around that? Are you working on that? You tell me more about that.
Sorry, can you ask again the question about what?
Yes, intellectual property in
No.
regards of the development of this initiative.
No, I'm pretty, as far as I know, representing the team, they have all figured out about the intellectual property part that are running through the cost.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
I've seen some European startups that do the same similar technologies, and if you do some research about the similar startups or similar technology, what stands your companies most or more? Could you explain a little bit about more what's superior your technology or your startup is?
About experience.
About in comparison to other startups
Okay.
similar to your technology.
What differentiates from us? So basically, it's most about cost. We know that part of vertical agriculture is the cost of light. We use LED mostly for the growing of the plants. So basically, we are trying always to lower the cost, well, using new technologies for efficiency in energy.
Oh, sorry.
What kind of?
Well, I just wanted to ask, if I understood well, do you want to go to Japan in order to have like technology partners there, or do you want to enter the Japanese market?
Both, actually, both. We know there are many incentives right now happening in Japan due to not only this kind of, well, meeting the demand of feeding people, but also the infrastructure of places and meter square that is a issue because of the space.
And the partnership that you have with Ternium, for example, what is it for? Like for the infrastructure, or?
Yes, part of this is for the global steel company. Yeah, it's part for the building of the racks.
Well, I don't know. He was asking what type of vegetables. Do you?
Yes. So sticky notes always helps. But lettuce mostly, chives, parsley, radish, arugula, sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, and edible flowers.
Okay, got it. You're welcome.
Thank you, Matias. Thanks. I'll give a minute for the judges to input their tallies before going on to HydroSafe, which will be the next startup to present. You just give me 1 minute. Are you all set? Well, please welcome Alejandro from HydroSafe.
In Monterrey in the year 2022, an event occurred that changed the way I see reality. It was in July when I hear in the news that the main water sources of the city were drying up. The personal activities and drinking water was limited. So I investigate and I detect that one of the principal reasons of this was because poor water management. Even though everybody was trying to save as less water, to use as less water as possible, a huge amount of water was wasted through hidden leaks. To measure the impact of this problem, I am showing you a city of just 1 million population that in a single year experienced 10,000 water leaks. This represents a global issue. On average, 40% of the water that is extracted from the natural resources is waste due to leaks that can go undetected for months or even years. This represents 12,000 Olympic pool of drinking water that represent $20 million. It is important to solve this problem because we are overexploiting natural resources. Also, the energy required to extract, transport the water it's leading greenhouse gas emissions. The current limitations of the solutions in the market are because they are slow, expensive, and inaccessible. In our path of trying to solve this issue, we present our MVP to 10 cities in Mexico. 6 of them paid for our pilot program, and we get $75,000, and we recover 800K cubic meters of water. One of the favorite quotes that we have is we can see far away because we are on the shoulders of giants. Tokyo decreased from 80% to 3% the water losses. That's why we want to learn from them to help other countries in Asia that have this problem. The ADB reports that 29 billion cubic meters of water are spent cause water leaks. And with half of this water, we could save 150 million people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you the solution of HydroSafe. Just imagine the superpower of make visible the non-invisible. Also have the capability of classify by importance the water leaks. Currently, we are in a charge per service business model, and we want to migrate to a software as a service with a cloud service, where the utilities company could charge its own images in an unlimited way to see the current status of the entire city. We want to collaborate with Japan because we are aware of the trend of investment in startups and the acceleration programs. Also, for its reputation of technology and researches, and because its position in an economic, political, and social world. I am Alejandro Granados, the CEO of HydroSafe. We make the things happen. That's why I invite you to make a positive impact in the world for people and the planet. Thank you.
How did Japan solve the problem, and then what did you do with underneath leakages?
Well, the way Japan, one of the principal ways Japan solved this problem is putting attention in the leak problem, the problem that I tried to attach. And what I do is by remote sensing using drones with AI and multispectral and thermal cameras. Yep, it's for non-visible leakages that are the more dangerous, the non-visible ones.
So the technology behind that, is it like a software that you attach to a drone? It's a new development inside the drone? How does that work?
Okay, actually what we are doing is rising our the images with our drones and the different cameras, then put it into a AI model that classify and detect the non-visible leaks. And finally, we give to our customer a PDF report. We are trying to automate the whole process to make it faster, but we need supercomputers. That's why we want to migrate to a cloud solution.
So it's image detection, right? So it's not
Image
thermal.
detection, exactly. Why? Because a lot of the countries that have this problem don't have the enough resources, talking about money, to have all the information about the network or the pressures or all the sensing in the whole system. That's why we create a solution to be applied in countries in development status.
Got it. Thanks.
So your technology is to detect the water problems, location of the water problems, and in order to fix it, there's the company that can fix the water problems is your customer. Is that
Yes,
okay?
the utilities company is a company that is in charge of manage the water for the whole citizens. Yep, those are my customers. There are some customers interested from agriculture, but we can reach them until we migrate to the software as a service model because it's cheaper for us and for them. Thank you.
Well, just to remind you, you can scan this QR code to be part of the chat, live chat that is happening right now, where you can interact with other guests, with the startups, and with everyone that is attending the event. I'll give a minute. Are you ready for the next pitch? Yeah? Okay, so, and also to remind you, you can grab a set of headphones if you want to listen to the pitches in Spanish. There's live translation for everything. So, I'd like to introduce MetaBrain now as the next startup that is pitching today.
Hello, I am Fernando. I'm with my co-founder, Luis, started MetaBrain. I have experience with more than 60 companies in the world, and Luis have a startup previous with more than 70K users with acquisition costs of 20 cents only each user. I need your help in something. Think in one task that you have to do every day, again and again and again. Maybe can be send a report, maybe can be send an email or create a presentation. The 90% of the employees of the world have this problem, repetitive and boring tasks. The problem is in the time. The problem is in the stress that's caused. The 70% of Japanese workers have laboral stress in their work. It's common because have a lot charge or workload, and for this we create MetaBrain for help to the people to reduce their time that dedicate in these repetitive and boring tasks. With AI, we have a suite of tools that help everybody to create own applications with no code and in a few minutes. Imagine that you begin a day, open your computer, enter to MetaBrain, and you can get the list of tasks that you have in this day. You can create a marketing plan in a few minutes, create a follow-up email marketing, and whatever. The imagination is the potential of the platform. And like me, I use MetaBrain in my activities, and I reduce the time of these activities in 20% in a day. The potential of MetaBrain is that I can get documents, databases, and I can repeat every application for save my time, be more productive, and less stress in my day. I save 3 hours. So. And the potential of MetaBrain is not only in the automate tasks. MetaBrain have the potential to share knowledge. For example, if you have a very person in sales, this person create a micro application in MetaBrain and share with the rest of the salesperson. The knowledge is a potential to share with all company, and all can get for access to this knowledge. Where pricing is simple. We use credit when the task is simple, costs less, and when task is complex, costs more. And this is for business, large companies, and for individuals. You can use MetaBrain from $5 or 800 Japanese yen. We begin in September of this year. The idea, the first line of code, begin in September. For now, we have 206 users, 55 have corporate emails, 121 are per user, and this user create 200 neurons and automate 2,000 tasks in only 1 month. The potential of the market, we want to validate our solution in a global market and efficient country with a culture of work. Thank you.
Think about when you were talking about that Zapier, sorry. How does it different compared to the integrations such as Zapier or if this and that, or like many others, Notion as of now?
Okay. Well, the principal difference is that we are focused in the repetitive tasks, but we have the focus in AI. Zapier is a pass. We are the Zoom in AI, and ChatGPT not focused in repetitive tasks, lost context, and we are like a template that we can do the same task 2 or 3 times and get the same response, the output, with a great quality. It's, for example, a playground of OpenAI. That is the advanced function of OpenAI. It's like Photoshop, Canva, OpenAI, MetaBrain.
Okay, so you are grabbing the like the models out of a specific technology, or how does it work? You train your
We
models?
use the API of OpenAI, but our innovation is in the execution of the prompt, because
got
Java blocks construct and is very easy to build. For example, you can build a neuron in 1 minute to evaluate the speech.
Okay, got it.
Could you talk about a little bit more of your business model? Is it like, do you sell directly to the user, to the final user, or what's the plan there?
Okay, we are begin with digital professional, but the companies is the most interesting in this product. For example, the director of sales wants all sales have the same quality in the emails, quotes, or proposals, and is the interest to implement MetaBrain in their process.
Un auricular de la mesa de este lado. Les doy nada más unos segunditos a los jueces para que terminen de las calificaciones. So now I would like to introduce to Andrea from Nowports.
Okay, so I'm as a data analytics manager, I'm always thinking about how to improve the logistics, not only in Mexico, but also globally. How we can impact the Asian market. And I'm not saying about only China, but also Japan. So this is Nowports. So we are trying very, very hard to change the logistic for a sustainable future, driving sustainable development through innovation and logistics. And again, not only innovation, but also about the generative AI, the data, the technology. So, why Japan? Did you know that in this year, with the new regulations starting in Japan, is increasing the freight capability by 50%. And in a few years, it's going to increase a double. And what does it mean? Like, what is freight? What are you trying to tell me about? I'm telling you that if you are a small business or a huge business, it doesn't matter your size. I'm trying to say that if you want to send something from Mexico or from Latam to another city to Japan, it should be easy as asking for an Uber. It should be easy to know that your cost is not going to be like I'm going to sacrifice myself to send a good or a merchandise or a commodity to the other port. And not only maritime, but also aerial, ground. So we want to improve this process as well. So Nowports is a highly interested in engaging with the Tokyo city to market and Japanese market to Japan involvement and innovation and vast infrastructure and technological leadership. If you are a business looking forward to send your merchandise again to Japan, we know that you need, what do you need? You need trust, support, and experts to follow through your merchandise. Free engaging training and not only you, but also for all of your team to the capacity building, to learn. You don't need the dependence of only my team, but also the other teams to be part of the industry, and also time-saving technology. And what I'm trying to say about the technology is the platforms. The platforms, the apps, mobile apps, and the AI that will also help you to increase and reduce your costs as well, and increase your sales if you are a high business that are selling anything at all. And the worldwide operation, we already are across about different industries. I'm telling you about Brazil, Mexico, Chile, Colombia as well. So we believe that pitching in the global gathering in 2025, it will increase ourselves as an unparalleled exposure. We key partners, we're already talking about long sale worldwide as a train lane as well, showcase innovation, strategic collaboration with network industry as well, and the market insights and global leadership. I'm telling you about AI and innovation as well. So our mission is to facilitate international trade in Latin America, to go ahead of every industry in the freight business, and our vision is to simplify access to quality logistics services, move, finance, protect, and centralize, and we accompany you. So we are now ports, and thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi.
I have a question for you.
Of course.
Do you already have some business going on there in Asia?
Yeah, we're already talking about China. We have an office over there. It's not like a commercial office, it's more like an operational office. Like we already have some trips going on between the trade lanes between Mexico, China, or other destinations. But with China, our movements is more or less, 45% or 35%. So we already in there, but in Japan, honestly, it's less than 10%. And this is why our proposal to be part and engage in the community. And not only the community, but also in the industry in Japan. We already went to Japan, but more like trying to connect, but without success, honestly, only in China. So this is why we are here.
What kinds of Japanese large companies or large corporates would you looking forward to have a business discussion, or is there any other not?
Okay, I'm going to try to. So, are you asking me to tell you what we are trying to? Which Japanese industries are we trying to connect to?
Yeah, and is it Japanese large corporations, or what do you have in mind?
Okay, so honestly, because we already have connections in China, what we are trying to do with Japan is to try to innovate, and as the representative of Nowports, as a data and AI manager, we are trying to really connect with Japan, but also to try to help the people over there, like a sustainable project, to connect not only with the high industry, because we already have some movements in Japan. I'm talking about Red Bull or other industries. But what we are trying, just in short summary, what we're trying to do is just to connect with Japan, but also to help and to increase not only the huge business that are going on in Japan, but also the small business. And we believe we can do it with our platform, with our apps, mobile apps, and also with the AI. So, yeah.
A las personas que van llegando, si alguien quiere escuchar los pitches en español, pueden agarrar unos auriculares de este lado. I'll switch back to English now. I'd like to welcome Illich from Nufi as our next.
My name is Illich Núñez. I'm one of the co-founders at Nufi. Yeah, I have a weird name, but it's really my name. Illich is really my name, so you can call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter. And I want to talk to you a little bit about something that matters to everyone, and that it's really something that we live every day. And that is something that has to do with trust. We need to trust in companies, we need to trust in persons, we need to trust in our relationships. This is something that we live by every day. And in Nufi, we believe everything starts with trust. We believe that every time that a company needs to hire someone, you really want to make sure that they work where they say they worked, they have their professional studies, it's not something that it's a liability to you. Whenever you want to give a credit, give a loan, open an account, onboard new providers or onboard new clients, there's always this element of trust that needs to be behind it that enables that relationship. And getting to know someone can be a really tough process. It can be very long, it can be an expensive process, and if you don't do it correctly, the consequences can be really bad. This is exactly what Nufi does, and what we do in Nufi is that we enable trust. How do we do it? We do it by providing a really strong background check. We can do a background check on any Mexican person or company and give you the result in less than 5 minutes. We give you this really, really exhaustive background check that enables you to make a quick and safe decision in order to trust or not trust in that company or person. So what makes us different and what makes us the best? First is we're really simple to use. We have all of the data sources that you required over here. We have more than 130 data sources that are available to use. Some of them are exclusive to Nufi and you can find them anywhere else, so that's a good thing. And we're really easy and modular to use. With just one picture, we're able to provide a complete view of an identity. And I don't know that it's not easy to see here all of the information that we have, but it goes all the way from government identifiers like CURP, tax ID, like professional studies, all the way to judicial background, alternative data like social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, biometric data, even going into credit history. So this is the important thing on getting all of the information in 3 minutes in order to make that decision. So we have created a lot of data sources and we enable everyone to build on top of them. We are very flexible and modular. You can use us through our page, our online platform, where you just log in and you can use our capabilities, or you can integrate our APIs into your already working workflows. So this is something that works a lot with banks and all of that stuff. Regarding business model, it's really easy. You just pay us for what you use. We sell packages of background checks. So every time you execute a background check, it's around $10. And every time you call an API, it's around 25 cents per API call. So who are our clients? Our clients are mainly financial institutions, banks, hiring companies, prop techs, all of these persons that require a lot of trust. Right now we have more than 250 clients that use us in different use cases, all the way from banks to really small companies, including companies from the Asian market that are using us in order for hiring and trust processes. And we are a profitable company. That is something difficult to say on the startup world, but we are profitable. We have more than 250 clients, and you can see us on Shark Tank, our full pitch. So yeah, that's what we do in Nufi, and thanks a lot for your attention.
Great. And your technology, what are you looking for Japan or Tokyo, PITCH2TOKYO this time?
One of the things is that one thing is building a bridge between Latin America, Mexico, and the Asian market, and one thing is building a safe bridge between Latin America and the Asian market. So let's say right now we're working with several companies in the Asian market on how to enable them to really operate safely in Mexico and invest safely in Mexico. How? Because I can tell you who are the good providers, I can tell you if there's anything that can be flagged from over here, and also it can be used in order to take the good companies into the Asian market. So it's just putting a barrier of protection between the markets and making sure that bridge is enabled by trust. Yep. Any other questions? Do you want us to make a demo? We can do a demo. We don't have time for a demo. But yeah, sure. And regarding the team, this is my other co-founder. My other co-founder, he has been an entrepreneur for 20 years. He's a systems engineer with a lot of technology background. From my side, I know that there you can see that I'm with my hair and all of that stuff. I'm a lawyer. I studied law in Mexico City in Escuela Libre de Derecho. Most of my life in the banking industry, but right now, whatever you guys required in technology and in data, I'm open to any question. Anything else? Thank you, guys. Thank
A minute. Just to remind you, you can scan the QR code for joining the chat. So yeah, I'll now like to introduce Rodolfo from Robot.
Good evening. Would you be able to run a 5-star restaurant only by knowing if your fridge is plugged in? No idea of the temperature inside it, no idea if the food is correct, no idea of any ingredients you have on it? That would be difficult, right? That is the way we are managing industrial robots today. No idea what's going on with their power. My name is Rodolfo Ruiz. I am CEO and co-founder of Robot, and we are revolutionizing how industrial robots manage their batteries. Imagine driving a battery management is like driving a Tesla using a gas gauge from an old car. No idea. The only data you get is if the tank is empty, full, or in between. Industrial manufacturing robots, it's a multi-million industry. And this approach to this technology is costing companies millions in unplanned downtime and unnecessary replacements. So at Robot, we are bringing NASA or JAXA level battery management. By using our breakthrough and proprietary technology, we do not look only at how much charge the battery has, but what's going on inside the battery. And with that, we can provide you a real-time battery status, how healthy it is. We can optimize the charging of the battery, which represents costs, savings, and sustainability for your company. And we can also predict when it's going to fail. We also integrate our product with NVIDIA, with Isaac, which is the leading robotic platform in the world. And it's as easy as a software update in the device. This is a massive market opportunity. There are more than 3.5 million robots in the world today. And this market is growing at 30% annually, which represents an over 40 billion a year market. And each one of these robots need Robot. Our business model is a platform that provides customers with predictive analytics in a SaaS model and sales of hardware. But also we are open core. What is open core? It means we are open source, and any robotician or any aficionado can download our schematics and our software and do it by themselves. If you are a corporation and you need bigger intelligence or further analytics, then you can start paying us our platform, for access to our platform. But we are not only about our technology. Our timing is also great, because Japan is the leading manufacturer of industrial robots today. Over 38% of world production is in Japan, and the market is growing exponentially. So our product and the market makes a very good fit. This is not only another startup, it's a young startup, but Carlos and I have been doing this for over 10 years. This is our third startup, and we already had an exit in the tech space 10 years ago. 4 years ago, we started another company, this time in Estonia, which we recently but closed it. So we know how to do it, we have done it, and we are at it again. The future of robots is automated, but automation is not possible without a reliable power. That is robot. Thank you.
My question is, do you already have some pilot tests, or are you already selling this?
This company was created after a consulting project in Estonia. So the technology is already proven and installed and used every day by a company there. The good thing is that I was able to get the intellectual property, and I was the developer of that project. And I got the intellectual property, and with that, I got together with Carlos again, and we decided, hey, we need to create a product and launch a whole startup out of this, because this is a big opportunity. So we are in the process of implementing our product, but the technology, the algorithms, I don't want to say the AI, but the AI is already in use every day in Estonia.
Hi there. In terms of scalability, how long does it take to get a full implementation in any space? Is it something like that you manage according to square meter, or how does it work?
No. You have to install it in every robot. In every place where there is a battery, you have to install the device. But it's a very simple device. Robots usually...
So every power outlet, or no, every machine?
Yeah. It's a device. It's a robots usually in the insides have like racks, right?
Yep.
And so our device goes into one of those racks, and then it's like plugging like a switch in your electrical outlet. You take the cables from your current battery into our device, and then from our device to your robot. So you don't need to modify any of your hardware, or you don't need to modify any of your architecture to start using it.
And you are manufacturing it, or?
Am I what, sorry?
You are making the devices?
Not yet, but we will.
So right now is the technology?
Right now is an algorithm, is software, is technology.
Got it.
And schematics.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
But not least, I'd like to introduce you to Walter from Wasco.
Hello, hello. How are you? Good? Well, thank you, and nice to meet you. I'm Walter Mata from Monterrey. I'm the CEO and founder of WAS Company. We have the future of construction and the revolutions to the cement industry, but all these things start here in Monterrey. Who knows, Monterrey is a beautiful city. We have a lot of any natural resource like the mountains. We are the mountain city, right? But actually we have a big problem with the environmental problem. We are the most polluted city in Mexico, and we was in the top in the 2019 one of the most polluted city around the world. It's not just an environmental problem, it's a social problem, because we have 7 people die per day causally of this type of problems. And what is the principal factor of these problems is the cement industry. But don't worry, you can see the future with this technology. We are creating the unique sustainable concrete, zero emission concrete with zero CO2 emissions, zero PM 2.5, PM zero emissions, because we don't need to explode any resource. Why? We are using mining waste material. All the mining industry have a lot of waste material. So in Promedio, one of the mining companies here in Mexico and around the world, they are generating around 500,000 tons per year. So it's another problem to this industry. So we have the solution for them. So we are transforming this mining waste to create this unique sustainable clinker. This clinker, what is clinker? Is the base of the cement. All the cement industries need to produce their traditional clinker, but we have the unique sustainable clinker to supply this material to the cement industry. And together with the cement industry, change the world. What is our IP? We create this process, electrochemical process, to transform this mining waste and create this type of raw materials to the cement industry. And two, we can create new cements or concrete with these materials. We have opportunity not just in Mexico, it's around the world, because all the mining sector around the world have the same problem with their waste material. And all the cement industry, they are looking for to reduce their carbon footprint to the 2030 to zero emissions. These problems about environmental problems have the same in Japan. In this type of city, in Okayama, Osaka, they have principal cement industry, so they had the same problem. Other problem that they have is the shortage supply of minerals to supply these minerals to the cement industry located of Japan, and they need to import different minerals to create different type of cement products or concrete products. So they have a problem with this. The opportunity to this is in just Japan, the market size is $12 billion, but they are looking for reduce their carbon footprint, so they are looking for to have other type of raw materials, more sustainable raw materials. Thank you so much.
Hi, so are you right now operating in Monterrey or in Mexico, like the country, or how is the reach of your operations right now?
Actually, we are working just in here in Monterrey, one mining company. It's an alkali mining, is based owner of Vitro, principal. And this material is tested and tried by two of the most important cement companies around the world, Cemex and Holcim. They tasted our material. They support us to increase this technology here in Monterrey, in all Mexico, and we want to expand our technology, license the patent of the process to solve this waste material. And yes.
I'm curious about the cost compared to the usual concrete. How is it probably expensive, but how expensive? Could you explain a little bit?
Good question, thank you. Well, it's not more expensive than the traditional concrete or cement. Just to be clear, we don't want to be a new cement company or new with this new technology. We want to be the unique, sustainable supplier of this type of raw material to the cement industry. So actually, we have this unique material to them. Is not expensive. We solve their problem with their CO2 carbon credits that they have. So we are solving their economic problems and cost problems. So yes, we don't want to be expensive in this product. Thank you so much.
And now for the final part. Now you can vote for your favorite startup. So